What's up people, Orseofkorse here, coming to you with another Paragon deck build video. This time we're going to be looking at Twin Blast and how I build my Twin Blast. So my Twin Blast, of course, he's a carry, so he's all about that damage. So we're going to start out with our prime card being the Warlord, that's 65 physical damage, 100% damage bonus. You know, we want that extra damage, we want them to hit hard. Consumables, I go with a health potion, 2 strike potions, or 2 strike tokens. I don't worry about mana potions with my Twin Blast for the most part. If you feel like you need them, feel free to go grab one, and that's fine. But I usually start off here, get that extra damage early, help with the last hitting. But let's look at our Flash Fire Piston here. So I went with a Vicious Kinetic and 2 major strikes. So Flash Fire Piston, 6.5 physical damage, 5.5 attack speed, and another 5.5 attack speed once you upgrade it. Now this Flash Fire Piston is the same. Now the next card you're going to go with is going to be the Brand of the Iron Eater. Now right here you want this card so that you get a little bit of that lifesteal. The crit isn't really that important, the lifesteal is what you're going for. And I don't build a whole lot of lifesteal on my carries. I just usually get around like 20%, 25% for the most part. But this is what I go with. So drain is 5 lifesteal and then a minor drain for 2.5. So right here I have what, 17.5 lifesteal. So not a whole lot, just a bit, just to give them a little bit of extra sustainability. As Twin Blast though, you shouldn't be in the middle of the fights for the most part. And with your Rocket Dash, you can pretty much stay out of it. And then you pair that with your slowing grenade, you should be pretty good. That's why I don't go overboard with the lifesteal on my Twin Blast. But I do put it in there a little bit just for that extra sustainability. Now, I also go with the Brawler's Ward, and I equip that with 3 strikes. Now Brawler Ward, 6.5 physical damage, 75 mana, but we don't really care about that. What we care about is the Shadow Wards. We want to keep those wards up, we want to keep that vision so that people cannot sneak up on you or your teammates. That is super important on your carries because carries usually don't shine, like really shine, don't start really doing damage till end game. What you don't want to happen is you get behind because you've been getting ganked all game. So you want to be able to, you know, stay alive for the most part. I mean, sometimes you're going to die, it happens. But for the most part, you want to keep the vision around you so that you can see people coming, so that you don't get behind, and, you know, so you can help your team late game. So keep that ward. I would highly recommend keeping a ward. So now Rust Breaker, and this is a card that I feel is important for almost any deck. Well, physical, of course. I mean, so gives you 13 physical damage, 16 physical pen. Once you fully upgrade it, you get another 6.5 physical damage. We upgraded it with a Pierce and 2 major strikes. Now, why this card is so good is because the physical pen plus the minor strike will allow you to cut through the basic physical armor that people start with, or they get as a level, however that goes. I think it's what you start with now. Like, everybody starts with a base amount of physical and energy armor. This will cut through that, so that you're hitting for the maximum amount of damage that you can. So that's why I always put the minor Pierce, and I always keep a Rust Breaker in my deck, just so we're cutting through that little bit of defense. Now here's the last part, and I think these are very important because you want to be able to survive if you do get caught out. You know, you want to give your team time to be able to come and save you. So what I've done is I've created Tempered Plate, and I haven't created it, but I've equipped them with the Tempered Plate or the Tomb Barrier. Now, honestly, I'm more likely to go with the Tempered Plate because physical heroes are usually what you have to worry about. The Chimeras, the Fang Mouse, the Gruks, even now Greystone, you know. You need to worry about the physical champions a little bit more. You know, Gideon, he can be a threat, especially if he gets over your head with that ultimate. And, you know, Gruks, Murdochs, not Gruks, Grum and Murdoch, yeah. But for the most part, your big threats are going to be the physical champions. So that's why I would recommend the Tempered Plate here. And if you do go that route, you may have a point or so left over. So that's why I also put a drain and another lesser drain in there, just so I can play around with the points and brand of the Iron Eater. So I might give him a little more life drain if I can, or well, yeah, usually a little bit more, depending on which armor I take. So that's what I have for my Twin Blast right now. This is very heavy on damage, a little bit of defense, a little bit of sustainability with the lifesteal cards, but he's all about that damage. Now let's take a look at his skill set. So Twin Blast has something called double shot. So he's shooting with 2 pistols. I know back in the day people used to say he doesn't really need to build haste because he has 2 pistols, so he's shooting fairly fast. I still build mine with haste. I don't really go crit on any of my tunes anymore. You may want to go crit. It still is somewhat viable on them, but I just choose to go with haste. But so range based attack dealing 25 physical damage, so definitely not a whole lot there starting out. That's usually why I go with 2 strike tokens to give him a little extra damage there. So his rocket dash, this is his escape or his engage in a sense, you know, his gap closer. It's not a lot, but since he's ranged, you know, it does give him that distance to either, you know, keep somebody off him or to catch somebody. So this is good. 550 units, like I say, not a whole lot, but it does the job. So Nitro, double shot attack speed is increased by 19.5 points for 4 seconds. So it gives him a little bit of attack speed there, which isn't bad. And Grenade, so Twin Blast fires a grenade to a target location. After a short delay, the grenade explodes, dealing 12.5 physical damage and applying a 150 movement speed slow to the enemy for 3 seconds. Now this move is good, especially, you know, for wave clearing and also for running away from people. You know, if somebody does get on you and you need to run, go ahead and just shoot this on the ground, like right underneath you or right in front of you. Well, usually right underneath you, and it'll explode and it'll slow that person down and you can get away. I mean, I've seen Twin Blast use this on me. Only one Twin Blast ever did it on me. That's why I know it, but it was a good move because he got away from me, even with my Greystone. So I would say make sure to use that, especially defensively. You know, don't just throw it around willy-nilly unless you are just trying to wave player, I guess. So Barrage, this is your ultimate. So this is when his arms basically turn into rockets and he shoots, you know, these rockets out of his arms pretty much. And so it deals 34.8 physical damage in the area that it hits. Now, after a while, I think he won't be using this as much because I think his auto attacks start to do more than his super or his ultimate. But you know, it's still a good move, especially if you're trying to scare people. You just run up, pop that, and they usually, you know, jump back. But when I'm upgrading my Twin Blast, I usually will say priority. I would say grenade. You know, upgrade your ultimate whenever you can, I guess. I'm just biased against his ultimate because I don't think it's that good. But you know, as usual, upgrade his ultimate when you have the chance. But priority, I would say grenade, rocket dash, nitro. So grenade, so ultimate first, then grenade, rocket dash, nitro. So people, that's what I got for today. That's my Twin Blast build. If you have any questions, make sure to drop a comment. Any concerns, any thoughts, drop a comment. I would like to hear them. If this helped you at all, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, share the video out, see if it may help somebody else. People, thank you for viewing the video. I appreciate it. I'll be posting more videos daily, or I'll try to at least a couple of times a week. So make sure to subscribe so you see when I post new content. Thank you all for watching. This is Orseofkorse. We'll see you in the next video.